My name is Nikki Fedele, and I am currently earning my master's in education and single subject credential. I'd like to be a high school English teacher. Going over the CSOE lesson plan template, I noticed there were a lot of differences in this template than lesson plans I received in the past as a substitute teacher. A lot of the plans I received have been bullet point lists mostly, very concise, very brief, just have the students read 15 minutes, maybe annotate an article, turn it in, whatever it may be. But this one actually has sections and breakdowns and timing, and it's very organized. And it has options for you to go into a lot of details in a lot of different areas of the lesson. So that's one of the key differences I've seen in this lesson plan versus ones I've been given. Another thing I saw in this lesson plan that I haven't seen before is this one has an entire section designated to focusing on character and social skills. So basically, it makes the teacher think while creating the lesson, which skill is this going to hone in on? Is it going to be communication? Maybe it will enhance their critical thinking. So that's something I'm seeing in this template that I haven't seen in lesson plans before. And then the last thing I noticed that was super beneficial and definitely different from plans I've had was the reflection area, and specifically pre-reflection and post-reflection. So the pre-reflection area helps a teacher understand and prepare certain questions that may come up as the lesson is being taught. And then the post section kind of lets the teacher reflect. How did the lesson go? What questions were brought up? And maybe how it could be better in the future. So those are the main differences I noticed from this lesson plan and plans I've received. As for the second prompt, what areas will I find challenging when creating my own lesson plan? After doing some self-reflection, I know for a fact one of the main areas I will find challenging is tailoring my lessons so that they support the diversity of the students. I know there's an entire section basically on, how can I teach this so it benefits students with disabilities or students where maybe English isn't their first language, and also tailor it to students who are advanced. How can I make it more challenging for them? As a substitute teacher, I don't have a ton of experience working with students with disabilities, any type. And I don't have experience working with students where English isn't their first language or advanced students. Honestly, I just my lack of experience right now will be a bit of a struggle for me when focusing on that area of the lesson plan. I think over time, as I gain more teaching experience, that part will become easier for me. But as of now, I do initially see that being a challenge. The second area I think I will struggle with a bit is under guided practices. It details how to scaffold your practices so it goes from easy to hard. I coach soccer. That is my main job. It's my passion. It's what I do. Doesn't pay the bills. But when you're a coach, you kind of get the hard stuff out of the way, build confidence on the hard stuff, and then go into the easier things as the session progresses. So just kind of focusing on switching that, going the opposite direction where you focus on the easy and you build from that into the hard. That will be a bit of a transitional mindset I'm going to have to figure out. And I do see that being a challenge for me because I've just been coaching soccer for so long. That's how I think, it's how I operate. It's something I'll be able to maneuver and handle, but as of now, I do see that being an initial challenge. And the last thing I know will be an initial challenge for me is figuring out how the theories will be applied in the lesson. I see the benefit of the theories being applied, absolutely, and basing the lesson on those theories, such as constructivism or behaviorism, things like that. But I'm not familiar enough with those theories, and I just have to be. I have to familiarize myself, enhance my knowledge in those areas, and then I will see the way they intertwine a bit more and how they can benefit the lesson plan and really reflect on that part. So I think initially, until I become familiar with the theories, that will be a challenge for me as well. But, bring it on, and thank you.